I could not stop thinking of Chief Keef this whole time as an example of, or at least the only example I could think of somebody that did it the right way. Did the right way. Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
All right, y'all. Y'all know we had to see what the Podfather had to say about Lil Durk's arrest. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Yeah, Durk dad is his dad. Like, he probably has had the greatest education on the effects of what this does.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
You had a front row seat. I'm just sick and tired of us. And again, I'm not really talking about him because he'll have his day in court. I don't know. I don't know nothing about none of that. They're going to have to try and tie that money, whatever they're trying to do. And I certainly ain't about to say to help no case. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just tired of seeing young, black, successful people get the opportunity
and lose it.
Like that. Like that. Because of where we came from and the things we've endured and experienced. At some point, somebody has to break the cycle.
But wait, when you say, hold on. Yes, I agree with you. A lot of times these things be retroactive, right? We know a person, the shit with Surf, Free Our Brother, like the shit that he got involved in was retro. He changed by the time that they came and looked for him. A lot of shit be retro. It happened before, and to me, sometimes you do stuff in the moment. I'm not making an excuse. I do agree with him, but sometimes you do shit in the moment of 2016 or 15. It's the situation that you're in. Then you see something from a different perspective. You get around niggas like you, or get around niggas that's showing niggas a different light, and be like, yo, I want to do better. But that stain is still there, and you have to deal with it.
Not in this instance, but you're right.
And not in the Surf instance either. Free the wave, Surf, I love him, but Surf would be the first to tell you. I said, my nigga moved to Africa.
Yeah,
not Africa.
But when he got locked away,
hey, stop and go now. Go.
He said
because yes, if you in the same environment, yes, something retroactively that you did in your past is gonna come back. I could not stop thinking of Chief Keef this whole time as an example of, or at least the only example I could think of somebody that did it the right way. Did the right way. I don't know about his past, his street ties, none of that shit. All I know is he got a record deal, word spread fast around the industry about who he be, like it normally does. He wilded out for a year, maybe the first year and a half, and then he boogied. He moved, and we never heard a thing again. And yeah, he took advantage of the opportunity, rebranded, and is now recognized as the godfather of that sound and the fucking musical genius that he is.
True.
Nobody mentions his name with none of this other shit. Know why? Because he got an opportunity and seemingly stopped. And guess what? If he didn't stop, it wasn't in a song, it wasn't in a reel, it wasn't on YouTube.
Live streamed.
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. I don't want to hear this shit from these now. I don't. Hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If I went out there and did it, and I'm a little older, but if I went out there and did it, the word would be a little different from the people that love me. Nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm fucking leaving my dad's house. I make a left. It's me and I forgot who I was with. Oh, it's my little brother. We make a left right there on, it don't matter. But they had a memorial and news reporters all over there, big crowds. I'm like, yo, what happened over here? My brother's like, yo, you ain't hear the lady left a 4-year-old in the house for 5 days, or a baby in the house for 5 days and the baby died. Shit. Like, wait, what? Like, my brain can't compute some of the stuff that is happening out here. And in hip hop, yeah, another one. This is another one of those things. It's another one of those things. And y'all are in a system that's part of a system. Who do y'all think y'all be talking to on these microphones, in these booths, on these songs, with these fucking choruses and bars? Who do y'all think is hearing this stuff? I just don't understand
it. These niggas cut their iPhone on.
I don't
and be
understand it,
recording
yo.
themselves with hammers and all that. But yo, you know we don't play over. I'm like, yeah, they do. You ain't lying.
It ain't too many people that figured out a way to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Very hard to do.
I'm saying
It's damn near impossible.
It's like
to
a
do.
whole generation of fucking hip hop music and culture that is being just wiped off the map by dumb
true.
shit.
Yes.
It's sad.
Yeah, and then they're gonna try to put like this type of behavior. This is like an indictment on. There is an indictment on hip hop
Yeah.
True.
going on right now, and they're gonna try to put this behavior in there when I don't know if this is that.
It's not that.
I don't know if this is that. It's saddening. It's disappointing. I don't want to talk about none of this shit because I don't live my life in a way that's conducive for me to understand it. So I shut the fuck up about it. You know, maybe there's some points on the other side as to why people think that this is rational behavior, but it is not. And unfortunately, everybody got a phone, so we got to stare at this shit and look at this shit. If you're out there, choose your heroes wisely. That's what I have for you. Choose your heroes wisely. Be careful. You pick the person that you want to adore and admire with discernment and care.
What's up? You cooking?
No, I ain't got nothing on it. Prayers for all.
Yeah, word.
Prayers for all. See, but I keep talking about me in my 40s. I go to sleep thinking about just senseless death. I do. It ain't got to be somebody shooting somebody. I go to sleep thinking about the guy that just went to the bodega to get a sandwich and the car just went and plummeted, bow, and now that's the end. Like, wait, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Wow. Shout out to Ish because Joe was cooking. I don't even know where to start because when he said, choose your heroes wisely, that was powerful. Okay, Joe. I got to give you that one. Because a lot of these kids, they look up to these street rappers. They look up to Youngboy. They look up to Durk. But what's the messages that these kids are taking from that, right? And I know Durk was trying to do his best to spark a change in Chicago, to try to end some of the beefs that have been going on for years. You know, all of these, look, I'll just say it, white YouTubers have made millions of dollars off of covering some of the heinous bullshit that's been going on in Chicago. And when you hear stories about people having contests of how many bullets they can put in somebody's face, it's very disturbing, and we do like to see people make it out of that situation. But like Joe said, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And he's right. Chief Keef did make a conscious decision to get out of Chicago. One thing I'll say about academics, every time he would talk to some of these Chicago rappers, that's the first question he always asks them. And I'll say the same thing about Adam 22 as well, because, you know, he has a lot of Chicago individuals on his platform at No Jumper. And they always ask, are you still in Chicago? Why are you still in Chicago? Why are you still in the place that you know is full of danger while you getting all of this money, all of this fame, and you know just because you on TV and you all over the internet, you got a target on your head? I'm from Detroit. It's a few Detroit rappers who passed away from the same situations. And even if you don't get taken out before your time, you end up in situations like Durk. You end up in these legal cases that you would think are unnecessary because you're not living that type of lifestyle no more. I'm not saying Durk did anything, but it's sad that somebody who's a multimillionaire, very successful, a father, and a husband damn near, I think, you know, him and India's relationship is pretty serious, that guy would say, I need to go put a hit on somebody. And I know the situation with Von, it was sad. And I know people look to him. You know, look, is it right for people to look at the rapper and say, you need to go get back for Von? Should that be something that the streets are putting on Durk? And then you had a question, should Durk feel like, as somebody in his position, that he needs to now get back and risk everything he has going on, risk his children's future on a situation he should be somewhat far from? And that's really the main issue about this situation and a lot of situations. Why do we keep looking at rappers and saying, okay, the big, rich, successful guy, he has to be the guy to go get revenge on somebody? When do you get past that? When do you say, I'm not a part of the streets anymore? When do you give that up? But I guess it's this correlation between, if Durk don't swing back for Von, well, he pussy. But he's the rapper. He's the guy feeding people. He the guy putting 50,000 in a guy's pocket just so he can turn around and wear a wire. And I know that sounds crazy, but allegedly Durk shouldn't put himself in that position. It shouldn't be no dudes out here who got some evidence on him as a multimillionaire and a rapper to put him in jail for life. So I appreciate Joe using his platform and speaking to that, because it is sad. And I think I said this to my mom yesterday. Another young, rich, successful. I mean, these dudes don't even be 30. And now his life might be in the garbage can. I don't know what else y'all want from me or anybody else, but it's sad. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.